We all know the story of the Alan Parsons Project. Music producer Alan Parsons and musician/manager Eric Wolfson got together to make an Edgar Allan Poe concept album. What is maybe less known is where the rest of the project came from. You might think it's a rotating cast of the best Britain has on offer, but in actuality, they all pretty much came from one band, and that band was the Scottish pop rock sensation Pilot. Founded by David Payton and Billy Lyle, Pilot had been self-producing their songs until EMI's A&R division decided that the group needed, quote, some extra direction. Meanwhile, Payton was trying to get some extra direction at home, by which I mean an early wake-up call from his wife. She responded to his request by saying that he had, quote, never seen a daybreak, end quote, because his lazy ass couldn't get up before noon. Payton took that line, and with the direction of Mr. Parsons, turned it into a song. Parsons produced Pilot's debut album, cheekily titled From the Album of the Same Name, and according to Wikipedia, his major contribution was hyper-focusing on the hand claps, which featured prominently on their first single, Just a Smile, as well as their second, more popular single. The track climbed to number 11 on the UK singles chart, but saw its greatest success overseas, where it hit number 5 in the US and number 1 in Canada. The group were one-hit wonders on an international level, although their other singles charted in the UK. Pilot may have never fully taken off as a group, but the forced collaboration with Parsons led to something that was pretty good. That's right, we're talking Magic by Pilot on Cover Me.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know.
That's right, it's Cover Me, the only podcast that compares famous songs to their many cover versions to find out which one is leaning on my pillow in the morning. I'm your host, as always, The Snake, joined by my lazy co-host,
Alex Mildenberger.
Alex Mildenberger.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Man, I just woke up. Now my eyes are open.
That's
But
pretty
the
good.
rest of me is closed.
You should open yourself up fully, I think,
You're right.
to the experience of living, laughing, and loving.
And loving. In that order.
In that
Eating,
order.
praying, and
And
loving
loving.
again.
Love it.
Yes.
Alex, how you doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay, you know? It's been a sick couple of weeks.
Hell
Myself.
yeah, dude.
It's been fucking sick, man.
Sick
No,
as
I got
fuck.
sick. I got sick, and then Fatima got sick. So we've just like
That's
been
right.
alternately sick. We both like lost our voices at different times.
Oh,
Fortunately, my voice loss was like not while we were recording. It would have been pretty
yeah,
rough
that
if it
would've
had been.
rough.
Although my voice was a little messed up.
Yeah, folks, so
It got
listen back
worse.
2 weeks. It was
Yeah.
like, when I was editing it, I was like, well, we got through it. It wasn't that bad. And then I heard you at the start. I was like, oh, no.
It got worse. It got worse in the next
Yeah.
couple days.
I'll tell you, probably doing an hour and a half to 2 hour podcast didn't help your voice.
Did not help. And then we like went out for dinner with some friends after that, talked to them, saw some friends the
Mhm.
next day, had
Yeah.
like some time, family time as well. And I was just like talking all weekend. By Monday, I was like, no voice. So my
Yeah.
voice is mostly back. And yeah, I'm feeling good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
man.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. You know, I'm living, working, laughing, loving, eating, praying, hoping,
Yeah.
doing
Working?
it all. Working.
Notably. That's fun.
Unless you're my employer who is listening to this now, I've always been working.
Oh yeah.
No,
But like working somewhere else.
No unemployment spells here. I'm constantly on the job. Yeah, chilling, dude. The city is it's Vancouver cold this week, so like 2 degrees Celsius. But
Sure.
I'm bundled. It's a wet cold here, Alex. Okay, don't judge
Yeah, it's
me.
a wet cold, which means that the wind chill is worse.
Yeah, so I'm told. And so I
Which
tell
makes
people.
sense. It makes sense, right? Because like, I mean, look, I'm not an expert on convection, right?
No.
But like water molecules can absorb a lot of energy. They just do. They do. It's like water does that. So like if it's in the air and it's hitting you, you're getting hit by these water molecules, this water vapor
Yeah.
can steal your energy. And then you
That-
get cold.
And you get cold. That makes sense to me, man, because it gets cold, and I'm
Yeah.
bundled up in a real winter jacket, and I'm ashamed of myself. My Calgary roots make fun of me internally, and I'm like,
Oh,
damn.
I get it, man. I get it. Like we just had a cold snap because it was so nice here, right?
Mhm.
For like weeks. In January, it was like plus 10. which it doesn't happen that often, although it happens
Right.
sometimes, but we get back and forth. And then suddenly it was like minus 20, almost 30, like 37 with the wind chill kind of thing this week. And we're
Mhm.
warming up now, but it was like, I can't handle this. But like sometimes, you get down to minus 20 and it's cold, and then you get up to minus 15, you're fine.
Yeah,
But if it's minus 5 and it goes to minus 15, it's cold. So
that
if
is
it's
true.
plus 10 and it goes to 0, it's cold.
That's cold, man. That's
I get
chilly.
it. It's all relative. It's all relative, man.
That is all relative. But what's also relative is the success of Pilot.
Yeah, they had a couple hits depending
Yeah.
on where you look.
Yeah, like
right?
they
Like
got one hit, which is this song, and
this
then
song, especially in
some
Canada.
local hits. Yeah, I was surprised that this was
number
like
one
a
in Canada.
hit.
Which we get those. We've talked about a couple of those where it's
Yeah,
like, like number one in Canada, but nowhere else. But still hit like 5 in the US, which is pretty good.
yeah, that's
right?
pretty high up.
And then they had another hit that was number one in Australia and
Mm.
Ireland and the UK. So like
Oh.
kind of a bigger hit, kind of.
Yeah,
At
kind
least
of.
like I don't think January, which is the name of that song, has like as much memory around it. I don't know though. I'm not Australian.
Yeah, well,
Or
when
Irish.
we've talked about who drives the global culture, and it is typically the United States.
Right, and we're right next to them, so
Yeah, so we catch some of that as well. But
yeah, it hit 5, so.
yeah,
And I guess the other thing is Adam Sandler likes this song.
okay,
So it's like in a couple Adam Sandler movies.
yeah,
At least one. I can't remember. It's listed, I think, on the page somewhere on the Wikipedia page, but it's like in Click, maybe.
yeah. It's you are right. It is in a couple of
Yeah.
Adam Sandler movies. This song, it does have weird cultural cachet. I was watching a video. It was like a Scottish radio station, and they had David Payton on. And just to like hang out, they like played some of his music and talked to him about it. And he talked about meeting Brian Wilson.
Okay.
Of the Beach Boys, and Brian Wilson was like, "You're the guy who wrote Magic?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What a great song!" Just like, and apparently they like sat down to take a photo, and like Brian Wilson just leaned over to him and was like, "Never believe it's not so."
That's such a great story.
Yeah,
I mean, that would be so cool to have Brian Wilson just be like, I'm going to quote your lyrics at you.
exactly. While we're getting a
fuck.
photo together, it's like, oh, you made
Like,
it, dude.
This song that I kind of hate because I've had to play it for years. I don't remember if you said when that was.
I don't remember when it took place. Before Brian Wilson passed, so it wasn't
Yeah.
last year.
So between when this song came out and like 2024.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I don't know if the guy hates this song. I don't think he does.
I don't think he does, because they also brought him in 2018 to re-record it for as an ad for Ozempic.
Oh, that's right. It's in an Ozempic ad.
Yeah.
And I even think like the version of this song I used to have on my iPod, which I think I or my brother bought off of iTunes at some point, was like a re-recording from like 2000 or something.
Oh yeah, I think there is like a re-recording that exists.
Yeah, which sounds very similar. I mean, it's like Taylor's versions, right? Like
Right.
it's the same, I think, in my memory anyway. But it's technically different. It also might have just been a remaster or something. But I don't remember. This was too long ago.
Yeah, too long ago. But is that how you like were introduced to this song? Like your brother bought it on iTunes, or
No, I knew the song from
okay, Canadian
culture,
radio?
like
Yeah.
maybe radio, but definitely like movies and stuff. I knew at least like the chorus,
Yeah. I mean, the chorus is what sells this song.
The chorus is what sells this song.
And that's why
like,
it's called pop rock song, because we come in with that chorus immediately, and it is like the chorus. Like it's so
Yeah.
catchy, it's perfect.
All right, here we go. I found the song. It's still on my PC. It's called Magic, re-recorded / remastered. So it's unclear to me which of those two it is.
Okay, or if it's both,
or
but then
both.
how could some of it's remastered and like some of it is recorded, I guess.
Unclear. It's 3 minutes and 1 second long, which is like the same length basically. I don't know.
Odd.
I don't know.
Very odd, Alex.
Anyway, also I like their album from the album of the same name. That's fun.
That's good. I do like
it's
that.
like naming your album eponymous. Very similar joke.
Yeah, very similar joke. Slightly different take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time, so like when we talked about Franz Ferdinand like 100 years ago,
Sure.
and I just seem to like Scottish musicians. They seem to be very like laid back. and
Sure.
have a lot of fun with their music approach. Like listen to this David Payton interview. There's a Song Exploder interview with the front man from Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, right.
They just seem like all right lads, you know. I like their vibe. I was most fascinated this week to find out though, obviously, that their pilot is basically the Alan Parsons Project for like the first 2 albums.
Yeah, yeah, it's very interesting. Like, I mean, it's only officially 3 guys, and like 2 of them just went and were the Alan Parsons Project instrumentally, which is cool. And then I guess also worked with 10cc
Oh yeah.
at some point, though I'm a little unclear on where or when. But yeah,
Yeah,
so
well,
like they
like
were kind of studio musicians as well, or at
yeah,
least
they
like
were a
worked
bit
with
like
people.
if Toto was Scottish or something, because Peyton works with Kate Bush and Elton John as well.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, there's a lot of it happening, right? Like, especially, I mean, I don't know how much happens nowadays, probably still, right? But like you get these kind of working musicians, but like pop is relatively new, right? And like if you're going into this career, then like it's sensible that you just like work at the studio and do whatever until you can like, and like that's how you live, and then you can be in a band or whatever, and you can obviously meet people that way.
Yeah, and like get access to studio resources and things. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense. I don't think it's how music is structured these days. It's so
Yeah.
much more just like a lottery.
Yeah, well, I'm curious how different it is, because like surely there's still studio musicians, right? Like,
Right, of course.
how do you do that? But I guess it's also generally more difficult to like start in the mailroom, you know, like the old sort of cliche of like you start literally like bringing people coffee or whatever, and then you become the president of the company. Like there's less of
Yeah.
that.
Which I think is how Rick Astley started, was like as a coffee guy for
Right.
the studio, and then they're like, hey, this dude can sing actually. And like even Alan Parsons was like junior producer for like the Zombies and shit before he starts getting bigger gigs. Like
Yeah, like you see that career advancement where now it's like, no, you have to start like doing it yourself, and then you get hired.
yeah, you have to basically, and this is the same for so many industries now, especially in entertainment or like, you know, literature and things like that. It's like you have to already be a name, and then you get to join a company.
Yeah, and then you get the money backing you.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, your parents are
Yeah,
execs
or
or
you,
whatever.
you need bankroll from somewhere, and it's
Yeah.
not businesses who are going to give it to you first.
Yeah, but like it's amazing. I mean, you know, I was surprised Nepo Baby wasn't like word of the year a couple years back.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like very, very common. But like you see a lot. Like it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Like
everywhere.
people in the entertainment industry also have parents in the entertainment industry. Not exclusively, but like I'm trying to remember. No, I don't have an example off the top of my head, so I'm not going to go there.
Sure, fair enough. But it is like, it's one of those things where we accept it when it's like a mechanic shop. We're like, oh
Right.
yeah, of course your dad's a mechanic, you're gonna be a mechanic too, makes sense. But then when it comes to these higher paying, more like lucrative careers or more exciting prospects, we're like, hang on a second, you just got to be born into it.
Yeah, and like on the one hand, it's like it's not that big a deal necessarily, right? Like for some things, but it also, I mean, it just seems like there's less opportunity for everyone, I guess, is maybe the problem.
It certainly does seem that way, and
'Cause, like,
and even
yeah, I don't
outside of
know.
like the fame and fortune, like there's just less opportunities for working musicians. I think studio musicians. There's less opportunities for middle class anything.
Right. I guess it's just there's less motion, or it feels like there's less of that, you know. Mobility is actually the word we use. So
Yes,
it's
less
a little
less
depressing.
motion, and you know, due to the effects of climate change, more ocean.
More ocean. Yeah. So how do you square that away?
Yeah, how do you square that away? Magic, I guess.
You know.
You know, never believe it's not so.
You want to talk about the lyrics?
Let's talk about these are fucking.
There's not a lot of
easy,
lyrics.
breezy lyrics.
I do remember, like, again, I was aware of this song. I got it. Started listening to it relatively regularly once I put it on my iPod, because it was an era of time where I just like
Yeah,
my job. I could listen to music all day.
Oh yeah, you were like
yeah.
sorting pills or something.
Exactly. Yeah. I for like 10 months, 8 to 10 months, I don't remember, in like 2011. Yeah.
Alex
Worked
used to
making
sell
blister
ecstasy.
packages at
Yeah.
a pharmacy for like old folk or like retirement homes. I was gonna say old folks homes. I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah, I guess it'd be so weird to be young and in a retirement home.
Yeah, it would be.
You're like, well,
yeah,
fuck, I'm a billionaire, clocked out at 30, and now I just live with a bunch of seniors.
yeah. So it was like all day long. We were just like putting these pills in things
Right.
all day, 8 hours a day. You know.
Yeah, just
So
not
you
just
just listen to
yeah.
music all day.
Fuck yeah.
So this was one of the songs I would listen to regularly at that time, and I remember being like, "That's all, eh? Huh? Neat."
Yeah, it is super simple. It's so much just repeating the chorus. I guess to touch on I know like almost exactly when I first became aware of this song because I was 15 years old
Okay.
working at Callaway Park.
Ah,
And this would play on when my dad would drive me into work in the morning a couple times. And I was
Oh.
like, yo, this song's fucking good. So I heard it once and I was like, fuck, I should try and remember some because how I would used to get songs if I couldn't get the title off the radio. So I would just remember lyrics
right.
and then like write them at home until like Google and be like these words lyrics and try and find it. But I forgot the lyrics the first time and then it came on again another time and I was like, okay, I'm gonna lock this in. And that's how I got Pilot. How I also downloaded Pilot and listened to it a bunch.
You're like, never been awake, never seen the daybreak.
Never seen a daybreak. Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah,
So
let's do it.
we don't bore us. We get to the chorus. It's oh ho ho, it's magic, you know? Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know? Never believe it's not so.
Yeah, man. So this is the chorus. It's very general in the chorus part, right?
Yeah.
Something is magic, and like you got to believe in it, man. And like that's true because like magic isn't real, kind of, but like if you believe something, it's kind of real, you know?
Yeah. Well, my interpretation of this, because it is so broad, is like life's pretty fucking cool, dude, and don't ever believe it's not cool, because it is cool.
Yeah, that line, never believe it's not so.
Yeah.
It's a fun line, you know, but it's definitely kind of twisting, right?
Yeah.
It's that double negative.
Never believe it's not so.
Yeah, like you could say believe it is, but it's more fun to
Believe
say
it.
never believe it's not so. Yeah, exactly. you could do a Naruto quote if you want
Yeah,
to.
a little-
We have
little
been
Naruto catchphrase.
discussing anime of that era recently,
Yeah, we've been weebing out a bit
a little bit
pre-recording here.
before recording. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it. I don't know. It's a fun way of saying it. Like it makes it interesting. You
Yeah.
know, never believe it's not so because it rhymes with
Mhm.
and it sounds fun.
Yeah, you know, and so maybe one of the cheapest rhymes in history, and
Yeah, really.
it works pretty well here. Yeah, it's just a great statement to be like, hey, it being I imagine existence is cool, and don't ever trick yourself into thinking it's not, man. Because like it is, it's magic.
It is. It's magic. Yeah, and like I mean that's the chorus could exist on its own, really.
Yeah, and I
And
thought
that's I think why it works because like I mean how many people know the verse of this song, right? Like I only know it because I happen to listen to this song regularly. I didn't even think to get the song, right? It was I think my brother who did it, right?
right, and so
Like
you just
not
kind
even
of
me.
osmosis it, and you're like, all right,
Exactly.
cool.
So I just was like, well, I've got space on my iPod Touch. So I sprung for the 128 gig model.
Ooh.
So like of course I'm gonna put this on because it's more songs.
Yeah, you got to get it on there, dude. I remember my iPod Touch that I lost.
Oh, I remember that. It just disappeared.
It just disappeared. It must have fallen out of my pocket somewhere, or
Yeah, we like drove somewhere
yeah,
and then it was gone and then we drove back and it was not back there. So something happened to it. It was gone.
something happened to it. Rest in peace, that
That iPod Touch.
which
Yeah.
I used to play Ghost Trick way back in the day.
Oh, me too.
God bless.
Yeah.
Love that game. Let's move into the verse though. Never been awake,
Yeah.
never seen a daybreak, leaning on my pillow in the morning, lazy day in bed, music in my head, crazy music playing in the morning light.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's Sunday morning. It's like it's a lazy morning / pajama day song,
100% that's the vibe.
right? Like also it's fun to say never seen a daybreak. Well, I mean, that's very much the opposite of like me. I wake up early a lot.
Oh yeah.
So
I've seen quite a few
I've
daybreaks.
seen days
day.
break, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe not in the summer, but Still, I have. But it's like I slept in and then I stayed in bed. Like,
Yeah, nowhere to be.
and that rules. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing to do. No commitments or responsibilities. Or if you do,
Mhm.
you're ignoring them, and like you're feeling good though. So it's not stressful.
Yeah, and just enjoying the music in your head. He's enjoying his own imagination here, basically.
That's true. He's just leaning on the pillow and like hearing the music in his head,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fine. And that sounds like fun, and I definitely enjoy that from time to time
Yeah.
because I'm not really a sleeper in, and I
Yeah.
have things to do.
Yeah, I do try to
know?
be a get out of bed and just start doing shit, which I think has rewired my brain in some ways that are not healthy, where I'm like, if I'm not doing productive things, I'm going to panic.
Yeah, I'm there too, man.
Yeah.
But sometimes this happens, and when it does
Sometimes
happen,
this
I mean, it's
happens.
probably the same with this guy, right? Like that's why this is such a thing to be appreciated and to be treated like the magic it is. When you can do it, you have to appreciate it.
Yeah, the magic of a morning with no responsibility, just like it's very simple imagery, but the morning light, like, I know what that looks like. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Music in your head, great. Yeah, leaning on your pillow, that's good stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like for me at least in that like early morning state or like lazy bed state, I don't want to hear actual music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that kind of breaks the illusion because you're sort of in this like half asleep state.
Yeah.
So like the fact that you're just like thinking about the music, it's just in your head is also like a big part of it.
Yeah, kind of that state between being like fully awake and having your programs loaded essentially
Yeah.
and being just out of that dream space. Like
Yeah.
when you're in that kind of hovering zone where you don't know what day it is, you know you're in a safe place, but you don't really know where you are, like or
Right.
who you are, and just for a moment, you're just like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first verse. Nice stuff. I do like that his fucking wife roasted him and he turned it into a very nice song.
Exactly. He's like, actually, it's a good thing, and then turned into a song, and everyone, I guess, agreed with him because they liked the song.
Yeah, because it is magic,
Yeah.
Never believe it's not so. Boom, verse 2. I love a sunny day, dream of far away, dreaming on my pillow in the morning, never been awake, never seen a daybreak, leaning on my pillow in the morning light.
Yeah, I mean, we basically like sandwich the verse because that's the last verse,
Yeah,
right?
that's the
Like,
last bit of new
we just do some
words.
choruses after that. That's all the
Yeah.
non-chorus words. So we've sandwiched everything between the like never been awake, never seen the daybreak, right?
Mhm.
Well, and then the morning lights in there too for fun.
Yeah.
But then other than that, it's just like more of the same, right?
Yeah.
It's sunny, right? And that's nice when you're, he's not seeing the daybreak, but the day is sunny, so still a nice day.
Mhm.
And like, usually at that point, the blinds are shut or something. So you're getting the sun, but it's like filtered out a bit,
Yeah.
know?
There's a bit of that in Dream of Far Away, as well as just the idea of a sunny day having this limitless potential. And you're like, wow, I could do anything today. I can dream of these far away, whatever they are, places, ideas, goals.
Yeah. And the sunny day itself is kind of far away.
Mm-hmm.
Because
the sun is far away.
Yeah, the sun's like, well, the sun is far away, yes, but also like if you are in this state I've described of like
Right.
the blinds and the still closed or whatever, the sun's not shining right in. The sunny day is like still a dream of somewhere else, right? Like you don't have enough exposure to the outside world to like know even that it's nice. Like you just see the sun and you're like, I bet it's beautiful out there.
Yeah, you don't have, because especially growing up in Calgary, you have plenty of sunny days that are not nice. So
Yeah.
there's the idea of the sunny day, but there's still that window is separating you from whatever that reality
Yeah.
is.
It feels warm and sunny. It doesn't have to be,
Mm-hmm.
but
I suppose we should
yeah.
look at the line "never been awake." That
Sure.
can't be true.
never been awake.
What are you, a baby?
I always sleep like a baby.
I think meaning perhaps if we use awake in the sense like enlightened or like in the like once in a lifetime moment, just this moment of clarity of knowing where you are, like mindfulness essentially.
You get this moment of like, I am awakening now, and I see that my whole life before I've been asleep kind of thing.
Yeah. And so he's like, I've never
Um,
realized how fucking rad like a day is.
Sure. I also think like the literal interpretation of like, I've never been awake for the daybreak.
Of course, sure.
Also, yeah, it's less fun though.
Yeah. But I
'Cause
do
it's
see
very
Never Been
straightforward.
Awake. I guess it could be and Never Seen a Daybreak. But I
Yeah,
just kind of saw them as two separate. Like,
like I'm just always asleep for it.
mm. But either way, we know that is magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
Never believe it's not magic, okay?
I would never.
If you ever find yourself believing that, remember otherwise.
I
Flip
will
it
try.
and reverse it.
Yep. Double
What?
negative it, but
Double
not in
negative.
the like in the actual double negative like reversing sense, not in the double negative like reinforcing sense, you know?
Like stupid and also bad. That's two negatives, but they don't cancel each other out.
Right. Or you say like I ain't never done that.
Oh.
Like it's technically a double negative, but it doesn't make it a positive. It makes it even more like it reinforces.
Just makes it more redneck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yes, so that's the lyrics, folks. I know a lot of people have been struggling with what magic is about. It's magic. Let's talk about what it sounds like, dude. So there is, and I took this from a comment on Song Facts, so take it with a grain of salt here. But in terms of your credits on this, maybe this does make sense. Because David Payton is credited with bass, electric guitar, and lead vocals. We also have Ian Berenson, another member of Alan Parsons Project, doing additional electric guitar. As I understand it, his contribution is the opening, like, kind of solo riff.
Okay. Which is it's a good riff, man.
Yeah, it fucking rules.
I mean, it's kind of like the it's the other iconic part of this song, you know? Like it's very recognizable to me, at least. I don't know another song intro that sounds like it.
Yeah, and because its goal is to introduce you to the chorus, which is for this song gold, like it's got to be pretty good to get you there.
Yeah. So it's pretty effective. It's pretty effective. I really like this intro part on the guitar for sure. It's a good lick. There's a little more there, like it comes in with like drums, right?
Drums and
you get that snare
and the Alan Parsons apparently specialty hand claps.
The hand claps, yeah, which continue through a lot of the song. Not the whole thing.
Not the thing, but
you also get some horns here, right? There's like horns and strings.
Yes,
occasionally.
We have like orchestral elements here, which I don't actually see like a credit for. I see Billy Lyle on keyboards and synth, but I don't think the orchestral elements are synthesized. I could be wrong.
It doesn't sound synthy to me, but it could be.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's got a legit like saxophone.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah,
maybe,
I don't know. But they
that's
mostly
Alan Parsons. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They mostly reinforce things though, right?
Yes.
Because they like play along with the guitar. And the guitar here is cool because we get that lead guitar lick, but the rhythm guitar is also playing bum 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 bum, and then it gets this like wow, like wah effect.
Yeah, we get a bit of wah on there. It's it's a very
tremolo.
Boisterous intro. Drum roll, lead guitar, wah guitar, brass on the undercurrent there, hand claps.
Yeah. There's bass too, just a little bit of bass. And then like I mean the bass isn't doing a whole lot.
No, he's
bum bum
there.
bum bum. And then right at the end to lead into the chorus, they're like bump, pause, bah, you know, that's a fun move.
Yeah, it's like a full stop, basically.
Yeah,
Dun,
I agree
dun.
with saying boisterous.
Yes.
That's a good descriptor for the intro.
It's huge. And then that bum bum. You've already had a 13-second song that's pretty good. And then we get oh ho ho, it's magic. Dun,
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And you're fucking like eighth notes on the piano. It's
kind of, yes, you get the eighth note. That's like that piano pop chord thing.
Yes.
So this first chorus is like the lower chorus, right? You know, it's got less stuff happening.
Yeah.
Which is kind of, it's basically like we have chorus and verse after this, but this is like the different chorus. Though the choruses do technically build as we go, but let's not worry about that too much yet. This is like the one that's very different because it's all piano, mostly hi-hat on the drums.
Hi-hat drums, yeah.
And then there's a bit of bass and that wah guitar. They play a little bit.
The wah guitar doing these real like I get probably just chords. They're almost harmonics. That might be just the wah sound on it though. This
yeah, like in that second half because it's basically like they sing it twice, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you get the first half of it, and then the bass comes with a.
Yeah.
It's all very dreamy, which for a song that opens with waking up in the morning, like Yeah.
Yes, it really invokes the like lazy morning feeling, especially
Mhm.
right here. The rest of the song is a little more like happy and raucous, but the first bit does feel like waking up, which is cool.
Yeah, because we bookend this chorus with that dun, dun. That's how what we get before we enter into it, and that's how we exit out into our first verse.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's a good transition. It's sudden, but it feels very exciting. We
Yeah.
get support from the horns on that, which are not in the song very much, but they are a
No.
little bit.
And then you get
yeah.
even in this verse, we switch from brass to your strings. This dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, it's quick though. Like you get the kind of rhythm guitar part from before, the like bump 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 bump, and then wow wow. You know, it like has the wah at the end. Again, could be tremolo.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And then like a little kind of walk down from the strings.
Yeah. It's like there's like a touch of ELO to this.
But like just
Like
a touch, right?
It's not
like
Mr.
barely
Blue
there.
Sky, but
No.
they're in the same kind of like high energy pop rock with a bit of string like area.
Yeah, just like less strings, but they're there.
Yeah.
Which is a little unusual, but it's neat. It adds a cool little sound to it. What else happens in this part? No, that's pretty much it. That's the verse.
Yeah,
you know?
it's very like it was described. They described the group as pop rock, and it's so interesting
Yeah.
to see that they are like also the Alan Parsons Project. But then you listen to this, it's like, oh yeah, it's just really sharp and in tune like pop rock. Like
Yeah.
the driving sort of rhythm on the verse, that dun 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 with like the bit of wah here and there. It's very smart, very simple. We hit the chorus again. This is where we get the backing. La, 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 la.
Right. We get a little more on there. I mean, obviously we jump back in with the oh ho ho, which is really, I mean, it's very hooky. You know?
That's a hook.
That's a hook.
That's a hook, dude.
That's a hook, man. But what else is happening? Yes. So you get this voice part, which kind of replaces the piano. Like it's the same tempo as the piano.
Yeah.
And then there's a slightly different guitar part as well.
Yeah, this like ba-dum-dum-dum-dum. Ba-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Yeah, it's a fun little like rhythm thing. It's kind of might be an echo even. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum, you know?
Yeah.
It's really only like it comes in at the end of a measure, like right that last like eighth note at the end of a measure, and then plays the like 1 2 like 1 and 2 and like bam 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 bam. So it's like 5 notes at a time. And like that's kind of what it does, and then holds for like the 3 and 4, and then comes in again. So it's cool, and like the bass plays along with that. The only other thing is like once you get into the back half, in that third beat, the guitar starts to play like a little quick lick in there.
Yeah, it's a little
yeah.
extra as it goes on. That's the hand claps are also in at this point.
Yes, and then the hand claps too. So that's kind of like the way this chorus builds, which is kind of neat. That you just like,
Yeah.
okay, we got this like kind of rhythmic guitar part, and then we just add like a little like in between.
Yeah, just like a little bit extra.
Simple, but effective.
It's good stuff. The next verse, same as the first. Is it maybe played a little louder?
Yeah, it sounds the same to me.
Yeah.
I think it's the same. Like going between them, I couldn't find a difference.
Yeah.
Other
My
than the
next big
words.
one is because I think the third chorus rather is also the same. There's maybe extra string at the start.
Yeah,
here.
this is
Yeah.
strings. So they sort of gently float around. Like when he says magic, you kind of
Yeah.
get like strings.
This like
come in there.
Yeah.
They're sort of like gently floating around. Which is that supposed to be magical? Ba-da-na-na, you know.
Yeah.
It's magic. Ba-da-da-da, you know, like okay, that's the little like magic
It's a
motif.
bit of magic.
Yeah.
But then our next big thing is the solo at 206.
Yes, the guitar solo. Which is actually like at least like 2 guitar sounds at the start.
It's definitely like a Thin Lizzy doubled guitar.
At the start, because I think
Yeah.
one drops out.
Yeah, I think when we go, because it does this boo-doo-doo, da-da-doo, dun-dun-dun-dun, and then it goes higher from there. About 214.
Yeah, exactly.
And that
I
I
only
think,
hear
yeah,
one
is a
there.
single. Yeah.
It's basically a verse though. Even
Mhm.
like the sounds they play are kind of verse like.
Yeah.
which is always fine. They add flourishes and things. It's not that uncommon to hear that. You replace a verse with a guitar solo,
Yeah.
and sort of almost play the melody, but not quite.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, yeah, it works, man.
That's a pop rock solo, baby. It's like get
Yeah,
some exciting tone
it
on there.
is.
You go up high for a bit.
Especially when you jump up high. Yeah,
Yeah.
very exciting. Fine.
Uh,
It's very much like a song that all works well and is put together well and
mhm.
like is simple and got lucky that it broke out, but like it's put together well, like it's crafted well.
Yeah, I
think.
was ready to like admit this week, being like, "Oh, maybe this is just a pop song," and it's like, actually, it's pretty good.
Or
Like,
like kinda, yeah, but so like
yeah,
like even reading the verses, like, okay, yeah, he's just talking about being lazy in bed, but I'm also like, okay, it's not insightful, but it's relatable,
yeah.
like,
It's got a good feel to it. It's like very sensory. You're like, okay, it is a Sun because, like you said, it's a Sunday morning. It doesn't even say the word Sunday or anything. It's just it carries that imagery with it so strongly, even in its very like
yeah,
simple lyrics. Like, yeah,
weekend kind of. That's when you sleep in, right? Is on the
mm-hmm.
weekend. It's like kind of summery because the sun's up when you wake up.
Yeah,
Although that's
sunny
not
day.
necessarily true.
Could
So
be
like
spring, dude.
positive thing could be spring. Could be any time, right? If he sleeps in long enough. But
Yeah,
it's a nice day. Like the weather's nice. There's all that like implications. I say it's a Sunday morning. Sunday morning has like other things around, like there's more to the story. There's like a creeping darkness, This doesn't
yeah.
have that. It's all
No.
very positive. And the music backs that up. It's all very positive sounding. It's very exciting, like throughout. Which
Yeah.
leads us into the final choruses. There's a couple choruses here.
Couple choruses.
The only thing I heard is even more strings.
Yeah, it's just like a little bigger.
Yeah, there's lower strings too. They come in for Never Believe It's Not So. You start to hear that like strings on the lower end.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of that like more cello-y range maybe, but like lower
Mm-hmm.
strings. So yeah,
And then
that's the song.
That's the song we
You have
hit like
anything?
about a 20-second outro around 2:48.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
And as I wouldn't have like really noted this, but it's interesting because nobody else is going to do it. The Scottish like DJ who was talking to Peyton on this radio show, he's like, love that drum roll at the end. Because right at the
Oh.
end of this, there's a little doo-doo-doo.
Oh yeah, which I like rarely stay long enough to listen to.
Yeah,
but it's there.
I'm clocked out and I'm ready for what's next, but it is there, and that's kind of fun at the end.
Yeah. I do like songs that do that. Like it happens sometimes, and it just feels like the drummer's like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah,
That's it. I just gotta like come down from where I was. I'm not a drummer, so I don't know if that's the actual effect of it, but that's how it makes me feel.
yeah,
Yeah, also like fun riff from the guitar to lead us out. Quite nice.
yeah. But yeah, that's this song, dude. It's I almost. I mean, I think technically that last drum roll is at 302, so it does meet the entertainer rule.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, this is 306, but it's so close to 305.
Yeah,
I
if you
feel
cut
like
off that last second, you're not actually missing anything.
no, not really. So yeah, it's an entertainer song. It's entertaining.
Hey, it's entertaining. What is less entertaining is the back half of this podcast. Maybe in general, but certainly today.
Certainly today. I don't know. Let's have fun with it.
Let's
if
have
we
fun with
can.
it
Let's
after
talk about
this short break.
yeah. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Diddle-it-diddle-it-diddle-it-diddle-it-do.
We're back talking covers of Magic by Pilot, starting in the year 1975 with Springbok.
Oh, it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know.
Yeah, Springbok, who I seem to be like Dutch.
I got South African.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I got the wrong. Yeah, you're right. They are
You're looking
South
at
African.
Fenders? Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong group.
Okay. Yeah,
Fenders is not Dutch either. I'm thinking
They're
of
not
something
Dutch?
else
Okay,
entirely.
interesting.
Because
Oh,
okay, so
Fenders
we
is
didn't talk
Danish.
about this
Yeah.
before.
Mhm.
There's a top pop
Oh,
performance
yeah, you
of
did want
this
to talk about
song by Pilot.
this. Mhm.
And top pop is like a Dutch top of the pops, basically.
Right.
So it's basically top of the pops. It's the band miming to play the song, and let me tell you, they are not terribly charismatic in this performance.
No.
Can kind of see why they sort of stuck to the studio after this.
Yeah.
They're good enough, don't get me wrong, but like they're not big performers. I'm sure that happened all the time on Top of the Pops and its
Yeah.
derivatives, but
In that Yacht Rock documentary I watched last year, they kind of talked about how music videos killed a lot of like potentially popular careers. It's like, well, no longer were you okay to just be a good musician. You had to look good and
Right.
and be good on video.
and like look cool, and like the performance, yeah, on video. And like this is really just a stage performance. This is not even very exciting as a stage performance.
No, they look like
Uh,
high schoolers
Yeah, they're very like stiff.
and have about the same amount of confidence.
Yeah, and he's like kind of looks like he doesn't know which camera to look at. He's like really focusing too much on where he needs to look. Anyway, it's not great. But that's why I was thinking Dutch. But this is actually Springbok, who are not them, but it is very similar. It is a South African version of Top of the Pops.
Yes.
And Springbok is
So they were like a radio station. So
Right.
this is short for the Springbok Hit Parade. And so what is interesting about this group is not their music, but
Nope.
the fact that I've seen them come up so many times when we were researching a playlist.
right.
And I didn't know that Secondhand Songs had this statistic until this week. But this group is the 17th most covering performer listed on Secondhand Songs, which
Okay.
means there are only 16 more people who have done more covers that are listed on Secondhand Songs.
Yeah, I mean, and this is like an organization though.
Mhm.
So it's not like one guy who's doing all these or anything.
No, it's
Um,
led by a guy named Ken Talbot.
Right.
But it's they're like they're a label and they're like a South African radio station. So their goal is very much what we've talked about with earlier cover versions, is essentially to have a version of a hit song available that is owned by you, or at least
Right.
more owned by you.
So you can play that song for less money?
Yes.
Or yeah.
Exactly. So they're built
It's
to make
royalty
these
things.
budget versions of these hits that sound close enough that people on Springbok radio won't know or care that it's slightly different.
Yeah. And they've been okay, well, first of all, a springbok or springbuck is an
Mhm.
antelope found mainly in South and Southwest Africa. So that's what
Yeah.
they're named after.
Right.
Just wanted to mention that for fun because that's
That's-
where
yeah.
Wikipedia took me.
That's a
And
great
if you
note.
go to the band,
Hmm.
the artist, I should say, on streaming, I mean Tidal
Mhm.
we're using, they have been, I mean, this is from 1975, so they've been doing this for decades.
Yes.
And since at least 2013, they've been putting out compilations of these recordings
Right.
on streaming, and all of the album artwork is like models, like women in bikinis
I'm seeing that.
or lingerie.
There is
or-
one that is just a palm tree in a circle, but
Okay,
yeah,
I haven't found that one yet. I'm just seeing
that's
a lot
2016
of...
release. It's sandwiched between a woman in underwear pretending to work a
Oh, I found it.
synthesizer and two women
Yeah.
having a pillow fight.
behind a mini moog or some kind of not a
Yeah,
mini moog.
it's
different, like,
even sicker to
synthesizer.
have all of these like sexy babes, and then there is 70s kids party hits.
Yeah,
which-
the 70s kids party hits, which is like some they look like teenage girls in like you know, if you go to like an 80s party and people wear like colored leggings
Yeah,
and stuff and a lot of bracelets, it's more like a 90s look actually, but for some reason they've put it on their 70s kids party hits album. But they don't care what they're putting on. They're just Oh,
they're-
there's some country ones where they have where it's again women
Yeah,
in
the-
flannel.
level of horniness on these.
It's excess. I'd say bordering on excessive.
Yeah,
Too excessive,
I would
depending on
say
your taste and sensibilities.
sensibilities. Yeah, it's a bit much. Yeah, I do want to jump back before we talk very shortly about this cover
Sure.
version. In terms of most covering performers on Secondhand Songs, so
Right.
artists who have made the most covers.
Oh, Got a
Number
list.
number 1 is the piano tribute players, who I believe we have talked about.
That sounds familiar. I think we have talked about them.
They're usually a filler one for obvious reasons because they're just cranking these out. Number 4, a regular on the show and a very hit or miss group, Vitamin String Quartet.
Yep, I believe that. I mean, any of these like cover factories.
Yeah.
I mean, are any of these top covering artists like artists and not organizations?
They're really like labels. Like Midnight String Quartet was, I think, number 12 or something. There was other, like, I just kind of looked at the ones that we knew and also like was number 1, but yeah, it's
Right.
very much just like random entities. Corporations love to cover songs. And boy, did they
Yep.
cover this one, and boy, does it sound like just a cheaper version of the original.
Oh yeah, that's like all it is. Absolutely. Sorry, I was looking at their secondhand songs page, and they've got way more of these compilations stretching back to the 70s with similar visual motifs.
Good God.
But like era appropriate.
At least they know what their target
They
audience
apparently,
is.
I mean, they've been successful.
They have
to
a
some
style
degree.
guide and they have
since
stuck
then.
to it, dude.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, going back to the song. No, yeah, that's it.
That's it. I'm like,
it's a lower quality version. It almost sounds more like 60s just because the quality's lower.
yes, just like recording quality.
Yeah, so like the intro also sounds a bit flubbed.
Yeah.
I think they screw it up a little bit, which sucks because it's like the only thing. Like they can't cover it with anything. The piano part is very like blocky sounding. So yeah, it's just like a worse version.
Yeah.
And then they don't have strings or horns. And
Yeah, so it's
like
dialed back there.
nowadays we would call it lo-fi, but this is 75, so I don't think like it's just like
Yeah, it was probably the
they're
most cutting
peaking.
edge that is in South Africa in 1975.
Yeah, they're like, I mean, this is apartheid era South Africa. You know. But anyway, yeah, so there's lots of crackle, things break up. It's like, I guess fine, but it's really not a substitute. Like it doesn't feel the same. You can tell like the vocals are they're pushing, you know. The only thing I thought was kind of cool is that their oh ho ho sounds more like they're building up a chord. Even though they kind of do that on the original, you can hear it a little better on this. I do kind of like that. That's the one thing. Everything else is just worse.
Yeah, and to their credit, if you have never heard Pilot before and you heard this one first and thought it was good, I wouldn't be mad at you for that.
Yeah, because it's basically the same.
Basically the same.
But then if you heard Pilot, you'd probably be like, no, this is better. It's kind of like the As Made Famous, but it's
yes, it's exactly
on like
those
Guitar
kinds
Hero
of, yeah.
and Rock Band, the video games back in the day. I remember Slow Ride, I think, has an As Made Famous by version on Guitar Hero 3. And I remember just like never liking to play that song. And then I'm thinking like, I guess I just hate this song. And like, I'm not going to say it's an amazing song, but I heard it on the radio and I'm like, no, this is way better.
Yeah, it's like,
like
oh,
the
now I
original is
actually
just
get it.
better.
Yeah, 100%.
Again, I'm not like a crazy huge Foghat.
I think it's
Slow
Fog.
Ride's
Is it
Foghat?
Foghat? Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
might be getting mixed up. It's just better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Foghat. And like, I don't know, man. It's not like, I'm not a huge Foghat fan, but like it's better than the like cover version on there. And this feels like that. It's just like worse all around.
100%. That being said, and this is maybe a spoiler for our final verdicts, not the worst version this week.
Oh, I guess we'll see.
We are going to jump to one that's not crazy good. I like some things on it. 2006, it's Fenders.
Oh, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know.
Fenders, yeah. This is a Danish group.
Yes. They kind of hit a vibe between arena rock and like country.
Yeah, I just called it soft rock.
Sure, yeah.
But I see that too. You know, they have the main lick, but everything feels a bit softer, right? Like the guitar is softer, like the particularly the rhythm guitar, it's just kind of there. It doesn't feel like in the original it's like doing a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Dum, bum, bum, bum. You know, this it's there, but it's really just strumming.
Yeah, it's the difference between because they're just doing like bump 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 bump. So they're hitting the root notes. On the original, it's got more of like they hit like a triplet or something on certain beats, like it's a ding 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 jigga jigga ding ding ding.
Yeah,
ding.
exactly. This is just ba da 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 da, and then like piano chords
Yeah.
also. So it has that. I mean, again, I'm calling it soft rock, whatever you want to call it. Feel to it where you're kind of just filling out that extra space with.
Yeah, I think I really zoned in on because a lot of this is similar to the last version. It's very just note for note. It's kind of just a worse version, but I did like their performance of the it's magic, chick 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 chick, because they do that. They put an echo on the end of it, and all their voices come together. It's got a bit of uplift to it. It's pretty big. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, that's the part that, like, this version sounds different, right? It has a different sound to it compared to, like, Springbok is literally trying to recreate it and doing fine, but not great. Actually pretty poorly sometimes. Whereas this version, you know, it's a soft rock version. I'd say it's less exciting for a lot of reasons, but, like, you can tell they're like they have the chops to cover this song, and like they are harmonizing, and the echoes, like the pieces are in the right place. So I thought it was fine, maybe a bit uninspired, but more inspired than Springbok.
Yeah, and even like they do the chorus kind of note for note and kind of try and change it up. So it's like they're holding close, but they're finding their own space to kind of flex and try their thing. Yeah, maybe this sort of like soft rock with what I still believe is like an arena rocker vocal.
Because he kind of
big
puts a little more into it.
Yeah,
it's a little bigger.
It's magic. It could just be how fucking Danish people sing. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's just what all Danes sound like.
Yeah.
What else is going? There's a really like tight snare on this song. It's like might even be a different kind of drum. Like that's how tight it is. But I'm not sure. That like plays throughout the song whenever they play snare. So I think it is a snare. So that's like a very distinct sound. And the other thing it does. So the original is almost softer on the choruses. Certainly on the first chorus, right? But like there's not that much change between the parts after that. Compared to this one, they really drop down and get soft for the verse.
Right.
You know? It's soft piano, guitar strumming. Again, like to me, the piano is just filler. Like it's chords and like it's not doing anything inspired.
Yeah.
In my mind, but like it changes the sound up and they like do that drop down. This one does end up having a more laid back feel. So it's appropriate for the song because the song's about lying around in the morning, you know? It feels less exciting. It's not as excited about the magic, but it's more laid back. So I don't think this version's amazing, but I think it's reasonably effective and well put together.
But what about that echo they put on magic? Chick, 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 chick.
Chick, 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 chick. They do echo.
They do echo. But that's all I got for this one. It's better than the last version. And not the worst version this week.
Otherwise fine.
Next we have a group who is, I guess, like nationally obligated to do this. 2007, it's the MacDonald brothers.
Ho, 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 it's magic. You know, never believe it's not so. It's magic. You know.
It does kind of feel like an obligation, though.
Doesn't it? So these guys are brothers, Brian and Craig MacDonald, who finished 4th place on the 3rd series of the X Factor.
Yeah, in 2006.
Yeah.
So they've been around since at least then. But yeah, like you said, they're Scottish. So like this is kind of like a big international Scottish hit. So they're kind of playing it. I don't know much else about them. They seem to be singers, right?
Yes.
Like they're vocalists. So the rest of it
is like studio musicians, maybe?
Yeah, is just there's not much to the rest of it. It's again very, very close, right? Instrumentally. There are some like small changes similar to the every cover version so far. No strings.
No strings.
No
We're
horns.
trying to bring some juice with a distorted guitar that's not really landing for me.
Yeah, the guitar is like the whole thing kind of sounds like lower, and I wonder if I don't know if they've transposed it down. It feels everything's like in that like a lower register.
Yeah.
And they give it this like really rounded sound, and maybe that's just like kind of where it fit in with the vocals because it's really more focused on the vocal.
Yeah, which is interesting in that they don't really belt out the choruses or anything.
No, they don't. Which I guess, I don't know. I feel like people are kind of mixed on this and don't really know what to do with it.
Yeah, I think it is because
yeah.
like we talked about, it's simple and like its poppy elements are so poppy. Like,
Yeah,
it's hard to replace that and it's hard to alter it.
I guess so. And I'm like, this is where I started thinking like, what's so sacred about magic that no one is changing anything?
That's exactly, I agree, because it's like nobody cares about Pilot.
Right. It should be the sort of song that you really could do a lot with, in theory, but no one really does. Or certainly not yet.
Yeah. We get
So, yeah.
yeah, oddly one of our boldest ones this week comes from a mega corporation.
Yeah, which is odd, but I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, I mean, again, they've got all the instruments. It's mostly the same stuff. It's all on guitar, but yeah, like you said, it's kind of distorted, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like more distorted certainly than any of the other ones we've talked about. I don't know how it doesn't seem that effective to me.
No.
Because it doesn't really fit in with the rest of it, I guess. Like they still have like the bump, 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 like poppy piano.
Yeah. And we've also capped the energy on this. Like I said, the choruses don't really pop off like they do in the original.
It's almost like they're going for a sense of wonder.
Yeah.
And like that doesn't really fit in with the rest of the mix.
No.
They're just like, whoa, it's magic. Like that's not what they're saying, but like
Which,
that's kind of the feel.
to get that sense of wonder or awe, like a later version maybe does a better job of this by going acoustic.
Oh yeah.
Which gives you a little bit more that it gives it some of that Sunday morning energy. It's beautiful, soft acoustic music.
Yeah, because you're like bringing it down, and like the song's literally about being or at least feeling alone in like a good way. Like it's not like, and I turned and my wife's beside me or anything like that, and she's like, but it's like a person on their own, and maybe I don't know, maybe their partner's already up, because they slept in or something.
Yeah.
But like they don't talk about other people, and that makes some sense, and we'll get there. But like, yeah, I don't know. What else?
Just like broadly, I think the approach to this song is to make a composition that evokes the what the song is about, magic, to you.
Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's a vocal focused version, and like they do some harmonies. I was expecting more.
Yeah.
Like harmonization, because there's not a lot of them. There's just like a voice.
Yeah. And it's not doing anything, like there's, like you said, some harmonies. They're not doing anything crazy here. They've in fact really tamped down the like dynamics of the original.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they only got 4th place on the X Factor, so we shouldn't expect too much.
We shouldn't expect. They're not first place.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just ends up feeling uninspired again. Like I use that word again. Like they're kind of uninspired, and like it felt like we talked about. It felt obligatory. Like felt like they're going through the motions. They even like the guitar solo's unchanged, but like.
Yeah, completely unchanged.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like fun. Like they don't seem to be bringing much to the table here. Especially if they're singers. Like why isn't that more of the song?
Yeah, and I'm looking here. They're listed as a pop folk duo. Nothing about this is folk.
No, definitely not.
And yeah, it truly feels like some like whatever manager picked them up after they lost on X Factor was like, we'll get the people going, a hit from your home country.
Right.
We can either do "Take Me Out" by Franz Ferdinand, or we can do "Magic,"
which
by
would have been a
Pilot.
fairly recent hit at the time, I think.
Yeah, it would be.
I can't remember what year it was.
I think 04, I want to say. 04,
Yeah,
maybe
that sounds about
05.
right.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, we'll do this. But yeah, like reading their Wikipedia page is like, oh, they often include the violin, accordion, guitar, and like other like traditional instruments.
Yeah. Where were they, dude?
And it's like, not here.
Not here.
That would have made this at least more interesting.
Oh, yeah. A little folk magic. Like, yeah, it's a recipe for success if you do it, I think.
Yeah.
But you didn't do it.
Just looking, they were produced by Stuart Wood,
Oh.
who was in Bay City Rollers. And I think
Which
some
is a connection
members of
to
Pilot were
Yeah,
also
I think
in Bay
both,
City Rollers?
Peyton and Billy Lyle, the founding members, were,
Yeah.
if not members, they were like backup members. Like they played with.
Yeah, like they were alternates or something.
Yeah, they were substitute members of the Bay City Rollers.
Right. It's like a called if someone was sick or whatever. Anyway, so
Yeah.
like there's connections. It's all Scottish, but like, yeah, Dan, I don't know if they were involved in this actually, I realize. I think it was. Maybe not. I'd have to double check. But anyway, yeah, no, it is. He
Yeah.
produced this album.
But let's talk about finally
Yeah.
our first brazen and bold cover,
Exactly.
2009.
I
It's
know.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Oh, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know.
In 2009, a modern-ish pop star, like she's still around. She doesn't do as
Yeah.
much like music, but you know, she's been in the news. She recently got married to Benny Blanco.
Okay.
That was a big event. That was I saw some photos from that. You know,
Okay, yeah.
Fatima's a fan.
She's a Gomez
well,
fan or a
she-
Benny
she-
Blanco fan?
She just kind of like likes the two of them, and you know, we listened to some of the older Selena Gomez songs.
Oh, yeah. Is that Selena
that-
Gomez and The Scene, or is that just Selena Gomez?
I believe solo Selena Gomez.
Okay.
Do you remember that? We used to play. Did you ever play that game? And it's like you guess like you have to guess an artist, and some of what it's like. You pick an artist and it'll tell you like, oh, their debut album was like earlier or later than the one you picked, and like it tells you if they're in the right genre. It tells you
Oh,
if
and like how popular they are on like Spotify,
Yeah, on Spotify,
and
exactly.
what country they're from, whether they're like a solo act or a duo or a group or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Played it
yeah.
a lot like about 2 years ago. And then Selena Gomez came up and her first like solo album was later than I expected because she was in a band
Yes.
and like didn't have an album until later. Like there wasn't a Selena Gomez album, though she had this kind of stuff. like singles, right?
Which is interesting, yeah, because this is not Selena Gomez and The Scene, her band.
Correct.
This is just Selena Gomez, but it is a single. It's not. I tried to find like an album for it. No, it's a single
Yeah,
release.
it's a single, and it was like an iTunes single or something like that.
Yeah, to promote Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah, Wizards of Waverly Place and the Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie.
Yeah. The game.
Yeah, Wizards of Waverly Place, a bit after my time on the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it maybe once or twice. I was aware of it. But you know, again, a bit after my time.
Yeah, of course, you having a younger brother, you're sometimes more aware of.
Exactly. Got
shows a
exposed
little
to some of
after
that
your
stuff.
time, yeah.
And being an older brother, I felt I needed to like
Be cool.
be older and like not be into these things. So like I don't know, maybe it was the right age for me. I'm not sure.
Right.
But in any case, I didn't watch this show, but I was aware of it. Did you ever watch this show?
No, never.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
There was nothing for me there, man.
It was on the Family
It
Channel,
was on the Family Channel. I
the
didn't have one of
Canadian
those.
Disney Channel, I think. And they would play these music videos. I don't remember seeing this one, but they would play music videos between shows, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We
so-
talked about this very recently.
Yeah,
Actually.
we did. We did talk about it recently. I don't remember
I
why.
don't remember why.
But one of the covers.
Yes.
One of the covers.
One of the covers.
Space
So, and this
Oddity,
one
maybe?
is a modest hit. This version.
Yeah.
So it's.
I mean,
number-
it's mentioned on the Wikipedia page for the song.
exactly, and it's number 61 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 80 in Canada, number 5 on the Norwegian singles chart, and number
Okay.
90 in the UK. So
this
like
one really blows up in Norway
in Norway for some reason.
and Guatemala.
Oh
It
shit!
hit
I
number
missed
8
that
in
one.
Guatemala.
Number 8 in Guatemala.
So that's cool.
So,
on
yeah.
the, I don't know, it says EFE, but it's just like a news agency.
Just an oddity.
yeah.
Like, just resonating in strange places.
Yeah. Very
Like,
strange.
It's charting in UK, Canada, and the US is not surprising because
No,
the
it's
original
Disney,
had
right?
charted there, and then you got Disney's power behind it. It's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, it's gonna chart.
And I feel, I mean, I don't know if, I guess it still does, like, it still has sway over like young people, but like, this is what they're watching. Like, they're seeing this video and they like Selena Gomez and her character in Wizards of Waverly Place,
Yeah.
Alex something or other. I looked it up
Alex Waverly.
and I remember, not even, I just remember, I was like, hey, that's my name. So, yeah.
It'd be very funny if it was your full name. It's Alex Mildenberger.
Exactly, like
Of
Alex
Waverly
Mildenberger
Place.
of Waverly Place. Were we talking about like Ariana Grande or something? Maybe.
Maybe.
We're
I'm
talking
trying
about
to,
like
if I look at
Wicked,
lists, we can. Oh, I might have been talking about Wicked.
because like there was a Wicked movie that came out recently.
There was a Wicked movie.
So it was Wicked, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what song it would have been. Was it as far back as Blue Christmas? No.
No.
Anyway, doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. What does
but-
matter is that we've got some spooky sense. Oh, spooky because it's for Wizards
Because it's,
of
yeah,
Waverly
they're
Place.
like wizards, but like, I don't know if she is called a witch. I think she's called a wizard. I think they're all wizards. I don't think they do the like Harry Potter thing where it's like ladies are witches and men are
Yeah.
wizards.
And the wizards.
But yeah, so it's kind of, I mean, it's this synthesizer. There's this synthesizer that kind of plays throughout. So this one's got like production, man.
Yeah, boy.
The
does
other
it.
ones don't. This one does, or the other ones so far.
We've got a lot of money on this for some
do.
reason.
I mean, you know, this is promoting the Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie.
Yeah. We got to have a hit single to make sure this movie fucking takes off.
But yeah, it's sort of like there's this kind of piano synth. This is like almost a string synth, but it's like a very similar sound that plays here, but it's kind of distorted, right? And then it gets this like distorted sound to it.
Yeah.
Right at the start. And then we jump just right into the chorus. There's no intro. There's no lick here, which
No guitar solo.
it works.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need it. They're going for different sounds, but like it's very stringy right there. It's kind of a neat sound, honestly.
Yeah, this
like-
very like high synth. Yeah.
Yeah. And like it works. And then like it fits in with, because we jump right into the chorus and like the string sounds plus a piano,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe one sound? No, both together. Play like the pop chords, right? And the strings are playing every other chord kind of thing. So bump, bump, bump,
Yeah.
bump, bump, you know? And then she starts to sing, right? Whoa, 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 it's magic.
Yeah.
But
And then yeah.
it's something different, you know?
It is something different. Even the inclusion of like essentially heavy metal guitar and drums.
It's very heavy guitar for
Yeah.
like what I would expect. And it didn't work on the McDonald's brothers. Here, they kind of have more of the like almost pop punky sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this is 2009, right? So it makes sense because we're still kind of at the tail end of this like Avril Lavigne era.
Oh, yeah, bit of girl power.
Exactly. So because that's still kicking around, it works. It's like really poppy version of that, but like, you know,
Yeah.
it's using that.
It's very interesting how deep it goes because like the chorus, like 20 seconds in, it's full on like a heavy metal chug.
Yeah, by the time you get to the chorus, or that's the like later chorus, because when it first comes in, it's doing like the part from the original.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Um,
Which is like very translatable into that chug style. Like it actually is very flexible to being metal styled.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it. But there could be a full metal version of this that exists somewhere.
Yeah, there could be with
Oh,
like this guitar part, basically.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a more interesting sound than like the other guitars we've heard so far, and it like
Yes.
fits the rest of the version a lot better. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And then I mean that string synth also like comes in particularly for the other choruses. And then that's kind of like it keeps going like that. I guess in the song, very poppy, right? Selena Gomez's voice, if you know what she
Yeah.
sounds like, it's that.
It's
She
that.
does a decent job. I think this like just benefits from having like a producer / director around, you know, like. But I also want to say Selena Gomez is still relevant to it, you know.
Yeah, she's not like a has-been. This isn't a one
Right.
off. This isn't a one-hit wonder project. She's not a child actor who got a crack at singing. She's pretty good at it. I will say, and this is just stylistically how you do 2009 like Disney pop. Her vocals are overproduced. I would say
They are.
Yeah.
Yes, that's on the production side, I believe. The only like I think she does a decent job. Yeah, very processed. There's like at least a little personality, and I'm talking about like the production, the like having a
Yes,
producer,
absolutely.
because like she kind of has that. It could be from her. She has like some it factor, right? She's
Yeah.
still around. But my point is like she does a decent job. There's like a little squeal sound.
Yeah, she has like a bit of character. Yeah,
You know, like there's some character in the vocal.
and I think part of the
Ow,
reason,
you know,
yeah,
like
she's an
fine, it's
ow.
enough. It's more than anyone else has done so far.
That's the thing. We're like being so like balanced, but also
I know.
effusive in our praise here because we've just
I know.
gone from 3 versions that don't do fucking much
To
We're-
something that like actually is a reasonable cover
It's, I'm trying to think.
and like not just uninspired. Like I'm not saying it's the most inspired version. We're grading on a curve here, okay?
We
Like
are grading on a curve, but this is when you're going through this playlist, folks, and you're taking notes and you're focused for the past 15 minutes. Like, what is different
Yeah.
about this version? What is different? And this comes on and is very obvious. It is a fucking breath of fresh air. It is an oasis in a desert. It's
yeah. Also, so like I'll bring up the guitar solo too, you know.
Mhm.
It's a bit weird. It's like similar to the original, not exactly the same. It's a little more repetitive, but because of that kind of just has more of that like punky, like pop punky sound, right? Like
Yeah,
it's
'cause you
just
got
more
these
of playing the same notes over again.
clang and drums behind it too. I do
True.
find the more like hardcore genres, if we can put our punk and metal under there, like
Sure.
influence on this. I find that very interesting.
Yeah, and like it works reasonably well. I don't think it's an amazing solo,
No.
but it's at least trying something different and like it works. Again, it's different and it works together.
Yes.
And that's what this version has going for it. Is
Yeah.
like it's different and cohesive.
And again, like maybe it was just so easy to do when you have an angle. It's like it's magic. What is magic talking about? The Wizards of
Wizards.
Waverly Place.
All right. It's a magic show. We do a song called Magic.
Called
Great.
magic. So the
Perfect.
instruments will relate to the show. So there's just a much clearer vision of what the song can be.
Yeah, and they're like, let's make it cool for kids. How we do that? Distorted guitar? Sure, fine.
Sure.
And all right, you did it. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, I mean, you know, watch a lot of these Marvel movies. They're all like decent, you know, for the most part. I haven't watched one in a few years now, but like
for a while.
when I was going to see all of them or most of them, that was it. It's like, okay, yeah, it didn't blow me away, but like it's a perfectly
Yeah.
fine movie.
You get some fine action scenes, a couple of fucking Whedon style jokes.
Oh yes.
An appearance from an actor who's gonna be the next fucking whatever superhero in the next
Yeah,
one.
a reference to a comic book I don't actually know anything about, but I read a blog post on, so I get it.
and
Like,
the
all
blog's
right.
here's why this is important, actually. You're like,
I'm like, hey, fine, cool, yeah.
yeah, it's this industry product. This is a McDonald's fucking sandwich.
Sure.
Like-
But like sometimes I want those fries, man.
Yeah, sometimes I want that chemical taste, and the chemicals here, especially this week, are tasting pretty good.
Yeah.
There is a music video.
There's a music video. Not too much to say about it. I mean, it's a Disney Channel music video. It's only a minute and a half. I didn't even like figure out which parts of the song they're cut. It's basically a performance dimension.
Yeah,
Which,
sort of
as you
like
mentioned-
high school grad space.
Yeah, it's very sparkly. It like got a really soft like Vaseline filter on it.
Yeah,
That might just be because it was shot, you know, for TV.
Mm-hmm. It does evoke a bit of Eye of the Tiger, Survivor's
Yes,
music video.
it's got a bit of that, but yeah, it does look like school dance, sparkly,
Yeah,
heavy lights, and then Selena Gomez walks out and sings
sings
into
at
a
this-
microphone.
yeah, like your
that's
1950s mic.
yeah, that one of the old school mics, and that's half the thing. The other half, well, I don't know. I didn't like
I believe, yeah, the other
count
half
up the time.
is B-roll from the film Wizards
from
of
the
Waverly
movie and
Place, yeah.
possibly one scene from the show. It's a little unclear to me. A lot of it's the movie. You know,
Yeah.
they go on vacation. They've got shirts on and stuff like
yeah.
like Hawaiian shirts and whatever. I did look it up. I said I'm not going to look it up to myself, and then I looked it up. All right, so they go on vacation, right?
Okay, sure.
And then they get in a little fight. Selena Gomez's character. whose
Uh-huh.
name is Alex something,
Okay, Alex Miltenberger.
wishes her parents never met. And for some reason, she's able to wish things because they're magic, right?
Okay, right.
That happens. Their parents
Okay.
forget each other and their kids.
Oh my
And
god.
so, I don't know. They have to get their parents back together. So basically, it's Back to the Future without time travel. And except I think there is time travel at the end because the solution ends up being go back in time, don't make the wish.
Yeah, she has to kill herself before she makes the wish.
Yeah, exactly. Just kill herself to not like another version of herself and then take her own place.
Yeah, she has to take her own role.
So yeah, that's it, man. I don't know how it works because like theoretically, they probably like do their parents have different rooms?
Yeah, like what? Because yeah, how
So like
does
we
it
don't remember each
alter-
other. Why are we in the same room?
Why are we in the
Like,
same
what-
room with?
I'm
three
sure they
children?
explain it away somehow. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm just thinking of like, what if they didn't fix the problem? Who do these 3 kids belong to then? Like,
Exactly.
3 or 4
They're just
kids.
unaffiliated children. I don't know what you do
And,
about
like,
that
a
as a
DNA
resort
test
owner.
would prove that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That it's magic. You
It's
know?
magic. It's sort of the
You know?
reverse of like I'd never believe it's not so, but in the film Ghost in the Shell,
Mhm.
there is a minor character who has memories implanted of like a wife and kids and like a whole family.
Oh.
And then he finds out that those are fake. It's like the reverse of that,
Oh my
where you have
gosh.
memories implanted of never having had a wife or children, and then one day you would find out that you did.
That you did. Yeah. I think that also happens in Vagrant Story,
Oh yeah,
the video game.
the
Anyway,
video game.
that's Japanese media for you.
That's Japanese media. for you.
Sometimes
What
they
a
implant
ride.
memories.
Speaking of time travel, though,
Yeah.
2017, Eddie Vuittonet and the Time Travelers.
Oh, ho, ho, it's magic, you know, never believe it's not so, it's magic, you know.
Yeah. So I have 2 quotes from different places. I think one is from their YouTube channel and one is from their Facebook page.
Yes.
So they are an eclectic studio band renowned for their vibrant fusion of genres and innovative soundscapes. That's one.
Uh-huh.
The other one is the band's sound is a rich tapestry that weaves elements of jazz, funk, rock, and electronic music, creating a sonic experience transcending time and genre. And Facebook also claims they are the creators of the Tex-Mex Mercy Beat.
Yes.
None of that is relevant to this cover.
Or true, or I also
or
like
presumably true at all.
Yeah, I like their line after that on their Facebook page, which says, "Listen to the sounds of the past through covers or grove."
Or Grove. Yeah, I don't... Are these guys active? Okay, they haven't made a post in a year, and of their, 4 links
Mm-hmm.
to various websites, 3 of them are broken.
That's fantastic, and it looks like one leads. Oh no, the Eddie Vuittonet page is still alive and well.
Oh no, 2 of them are broken.
2 of them are broken.
Some of them are broken.
Okay.
One of them seems to just... Yeah, I think half of them are broken. So
Yes.
it's not great.
Their album covers are weirdly religious.
Oh, I didn't even look at their album covers. It's
some of
Easter.
them
Jesus
are.
Christ has risen. Cool.
Yes. They
And
are
then, yeah.
a very strange group. And this has got
they
this.
are.
Not to tip my hand, but I'm going to tip it. This is the worst version this week.
Okay.
There's no
I
possible way.
yeah, this is an odd cover. I actually came in with high expectations, and that
Mm.
might be part of it because at the start I thought, okay, this is what we're doing. I appreciate that, and then I stopped appreciating it.
Yeah, because you get the big brass at the start, right?
That's
This is-
fun. Brass at
fun.
the start's good, and then it seems like what I thought was going to happen was we're going to do a psychedelic rock cover.
Mhm.
And that seemed like fun. But what ends up happening is there's 2 things happening at the same time, which is
Right.
basically a pretty straight cover of the original version,
Mhm.
instrumentally,
Yeah.
and then a guy doing a weird, I'm going to say psychedelic rock inspired vocal part
Right.
that kind of never really works, especially if he keeps doing it because he
Mhm.
doesn't do the melody. Whoa, it's magic.
It's
you know?
magic.
And then he just kind of keeps doing that.
And this song is so tricky because the chorus comes in and you're like, okay, he's singing kind of in tune-ish. He's okay. And we have this little echo effect. Yeah, and he's doing his best like Bowie impersonation.
Yeah, a little Bowie in there.
And I'm like, okay, a little echo and stuff. Like you said, psych rock, we get into it. As soon as we hit the verse, 37 seconds, he
Yeah.
can't sing. The man cannot sing.
No.
Never seen a touch break.
Never been away. Hey, it's almost like
Never did
shoo shoo.
Yeah,
the way, you know?
a little bit, but not done intentionally.
Yeah, not intentional. Yeah, it's odd. It's very odd. Yeah, like I said, like there's even like a guitar that sounds very Beatles-esque. Like, so I really thought like, okay, this is gonna be like the psychedelic rock version, but they don't really. It just kind of like has a okay sounding backing track with a just like weirdo vocal on it.
Yeah,
that
and
never really sounds that good.
it's an
or cool.
amateur mix, so those vocals overtake the
Yes, they
backing
do.
track by a lot.
Yeah, that's
so
a
like,
lot of like layering on the vocals and like effects with kind of that like pitch correction sound, like they're sort of
Yeah.
like digitally sliding into notes as he does a run. And yeah, I don't know, man. And then like, yeah, the like largely untrained music track. So it's just weird. It feels incomplete. And like, honestly, I wouldn't mind the vocal with different music, I think.
I think you got to know, like the chorus can live barely. Those verses are
rough.
rough.
Yeah, like some of the stuff I could see working, but
Mhm.
again, one of the big issues with a lot of these versions is cohesion. They don't
Yes.
have it, and that's why the Selena Gomez version works so well compared to everything else so far. Is it has a sense of cohesion. Fenders don't, or Fenders do actually. McDonald's brothers don't, and these guys definitely don't.
Yeah, these guys are rough. I don't think they should be a band. I do think like a government body needs to come in and intervene and like take these
Yeah,
guys
I don't know,
off
man.
the
There's like
internet.
it almost feels like an art project, but I don't think like it's a, I don't know, a satire of something.
Yeah,
but
it
can't be.
It can't be. Like it could be, but seeing everything else on this band, that's very clearly not it. Also, Mercy Beat was a paper in Liverpool.
I did not know that.
So the Mercy Beat was a Liverpool paper run by John Lennon's buddy.
Oh.
And so Mercy Beat, I guess, as a genre,
It's like a
refers to
genre,
bands
yeah.
that were essentially Liverpudlian, like indie rock of the 60s.
Yeah, I did always hear them associated with, I guess, the Beatles, but maybe just Liverpool. I don't know that much about it.
Yeah, so I don't know a ton, but but basically they were dedicated to Liverpool music. And so, and often because they were friends with John Lennon, they would get a lot of Beatles content in there. Where somebody complained one week, they're like, "You might as well call yourself Mercy Beatles, for the Beatles in there." But
Yeah.
what does Eddie Vuittonet and his merry band of time travelers? What does their sound have to do with the sound of like pre-Beatles Beatles essentially? Like
I mean, they
British,
have a little
like,
bit of a Beatlesy sound, but
yeah, not Mercy.
just the
Beat,
one
though.
guitar
And then
has a
where's
Beatlesy sound.
where's
but
the
it's kinda
Tex-Mex on top of that?
I don't know, man. There's not text. I don't hear text. I don't hear text in this.
Also, I looked up the phrase Tex-Mex Mercy Beat, and the first thing I could find was an article about the Sir Douglas Quintet, who has a claim to that type of sound apparently. So
Okay.
their claim's not true on any level. Their sound is
No.
not good.
No.
This is a bad version.
Yeah, and we should talk about the music
Oh, right,
video
the
too.
Music video.
There's a music video, arguably.
Yes.
Man, there's so many things to say about this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. It starts with 2 like production cards.
Yes. Madre
Like-
Seca Films and then Eddie Vuittonet Video Audio Productions.
Yeah,
which
is
like
like
yellow text over an image that is not formatted to the video format,
yeah,
right?
I didn't look up Madre Seca Films,
Yeah.
but like they have like a legitimate intro, like it's a horse in the sky with gears.
Yeah, that
It looks
looked
real, which is one of the reasons why I'm like, there's got to be satire, right? Like that's too professional looking against the rest of it. I don't know, man. Ghost horse in the
No.
sky, and then like really awful just like photo of this guy with like text.
But you look at this guy, with the John
He
Deere
does.
hat on.
He looks like he would make this. And
Yes.
then the rest of the music video, large air quotes, is like
Mhm.
mostly the album artwork. The album's called In the Sticks.
Yes.
And by, Eddie Vuittonet.
Vuittonet.
Vuittonet. I don't know, man. And the Time Travelers. And then it will cut at times to footage of, I believe, Harry Houdini getting tied up and escaping.
Yes.
So this is like a silent film. It's in black and white. It's very blurry. Maybe I just have it's 480p. I don't know how blurry it was originally, but
I mean, this was uploaded 8 years ago. It was exactly this is not found like archival footage.
no,
Vuittonet put this
but
together.
he's put it
Oh,
into
yeah, how
standard
much did he
definition.
compress it?
So
Yeah.
like if you watch the original like film on a projector, would it look like this? I don't know. But so like you see Harry Houdini get tied up, falls over in the chair, escapes from his bonds. Cool. Jumps back, showing the album artwork. Then it goes back to that scene. Not the whole thing, but like the later parts of it. Again.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to the album artwork. And then that's the rest of the video.
Yeah, and then a hand writes out that you can download this song.
Oh
on
yeah.
all of these many
There's like
fine
marketing.
services.
MP3 download on Amazon, iTunes, and so on. Yeah, bad video, man. It
Bad
sucks.
video, bad group. And so again, like the playlist this week has a weird flow to it where things come as a relief just by their placement. 2019, the Moon Loungers come to save us.
Oh, it's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know.
The Moon Loungers, yeah, they're from Bristol.
Yes.
This is all according to Secondhand Songs, where I could find information about them. They're a Bristol wedding band and acoustic duo, so they're like not even like a pop group, really. They're like a working group. They have few songs on streaming. They have like maybe 5-ish songs from the last 15 years.
Interesting, because according to their Spotify page, I believe,
Right.
and their YouTube page, actually, they don't post to YouTube anymore or perform live anymore.
That explains it. I shouldn't have looked on YouTube Music.
Yeah, and so they quit gigging in 2020, a good time to get out of the business, and they're cousins. So apparently, according to their page, they spend all their time in the studio making tunes, but it
I
seems
see
like
they
nothing's
have
come of
more
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
They have a cover of all of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the album.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes more sense. I like that. So they're not a wedding band anymore.
No. So if you're looking to get these guys for your wedding, you can't do it anymore.
Sorry.
But you
Maybe
can
go to
listen
Bristol
to this
and talk to them in person.
very wedding band version of Magic.
Yeah, it's an acoustic cover of the song.
Yeah. And hey, that guitar they used to do the like intro lick, I like the tone on that. They use it for the guitar solo as well. It's a nice acoustic tone. It sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, there's not too much you would need to say about this. They have two guitars, like you said. One does the lead, the other one does like rhythm. It does more like there's strumming, but there's a lot of picking, like arpeggios, right? There's not much change between the verse and chorus. It's a lot of, like I said, like strumming and picking.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of like a high up, soft voice that sounds very comfortable singing in this range.
Very gentle, very sweet.
The vocal quality doesn't change a lot throughout. It sounds fine. It ends up just being like a very laid back sounding version. It works for the morning thing. Yeah, it works fine. It sounds good enough.
Yeah. It's not mind blowing, but in this week, it's at least like the third most mind blowing.
Yeah, at least like it's up there. And yeah, like you said, it sounds good that they're playing like the intro and the solo on the acoustic guitar. For some reason, I mean, I'm sure there's other versions like it. This just happens to be the one we're talking about.
Yeah,
and they do a perfectly decent job of it.
And let me tell you, it's so hard to find these songs on streaming this week because like there's so many songs called Magic, both famous and not famous.
So if you look it up, you get a lot of stuff.
Some of these I had to kind of reverse engineer and like find the band and then see if I could find the album it was on.
Interesting. I guess because and at least one of them calls it "It's Magic."
Yes, that was Fenders.
Yeah. And actually, that video from Top Pop of the original version does have "It's" in brackets. It's called "It's Magic," but puts "It's" in brackets. So I don't know if that was like on the single in some countries or what, but we seem to have decided it's called Magic.
It does seem to be listed on that as like Wikipedia has that. I know in the United States, like the album was not called From the Album of the Same Name. It was just called Pilot.
Ah.
Can't handle that kind of cheeky humor in the States.
Yeah, and also like the Beatles did that kind of stuff too, right?
Yeah, where
Like,
it had, like
the
different
albums would be
names.
different in the States.
Yeah. But that's the Moonlighters version. Totally fine, totally passable. Like some of the tones. Great. One of the best ones this week. 2023, it's David from Barberton from LA.
It's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. It's magic, you know.
From LA.
Yeah, he's based in LA now, so.
Okay, but he's originally from Barberton, South Africa.
South Africa.
I didn't see the part where he's now in LA.
Our second South African group of the episode, and maybe of all time. Springbok being the first.
Sure, yeah. I didn't see that it was a hit in South Africa, but it must have been, right?
Maybe. Or this dude's a South African musician, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a hit there. I don't know if this guy was on the hit parade.
True. I mean, it had to have been a hit. It was on.
Yeah. Wait, this is the question then. Did David from Barberton hear the original Magic by Pilot, or did he hear the Springbok hit parade version?
That is a good question.
I know you don't have the answer to that.
Yeah. Is that what he grew up listening to on the radio? Did he grow up listening to Springbok?
It's possible. But he's in LA now, and he's doing the fucking electronic version, folks.
Yeah, this is the electronic version. And it's that.
Yeah, we got this little arpeggio kind of plucked, but it's a synth doing a sort of plucked guitar / harp noise.
Yeah, it's like an echoey higher up. Yeah, definitely like has a guitar quality to it. It's a synth loop arpeggio,
Yeah, boom,
and then this like vocal sample they play a lot of "Never Believe It's Not So." Not from the original, but
yeah,
that's kind of the repeated "Never believe it's not so," very echoey, big, and then kind of keeps going, and then like the looping continues. They reduce the filtering, gets a real like marimba sound to it.
Yeah, we really like run into trop pop about like 28 seconds in.
That's like the main part of the song in this one.
Yeah.
Is that and then it kind of like it takes a long time. It goes through to play that "Never Believe It's Not So" a lot. Goes through choruses, and then takes a while, but eventually it does do a verse. I wasn't. I was expecting.
I was shocked.
Verse. Yeah,
and because I even had a note. I was like, you know what? Of all the songs to do like just the chorus for an EDM version, I'm like, smart choice. And then he did the verses. I was like, yeah, okay, still good.
Yep, still fine. Yeah, honestly, yeah, this one is fine. Again, could just be grading on a curve. But it's like, it's a good vibe, It stays like positive and upbeat, which is kind of the vibe of the song.
Yeah, I can see this being played like maybe intro at an EDM show or like kind of near the outro to just be like, hey, we fucking did it. What a great thing to be out here listening to EDM. Isn't it magic?
Yeah, it's magic. This show, this experience, Yeah, it makes sense. And this one, works well enough.
Yeah, it works well enough. It's trop pop, but it's not like so like by the book trop pop that I'm like, okay, it's one of these, but we're using like marimba tones and stuff. I was pleasantly surprised by this version.
Yeah, as was I. And it's just perfectly functional.
Perfectly fine.
Well,
and my God, if that isn't an A+
fine.
this week.
An A+. On this curve, it is at least an A.
Yeah.
Even like the vocals are kind of fun. Like the way they like really pitch them down for the verse.
Oh yeah,
and then
for like
pitching up
crazy
for
music
the rest.
playing.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, there's something there, right? It's doing something. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I would say it's about fine. I'd say it's good. That's
Yeah, it's
good.
good. It is good. Yeah,
And the music video is fine.
it is.
To less than fine, maybe. It's just
lyric
a
video.
lyric video, yeah. So it's just a like frame of an iPhone. We don't know the number. Alex said 4 earlier when we
I
were
said
talking
4,
about
and then I was like, "That's insane. This has
That's-
got to be
yeah.
like 14 or 15."
Yeah.
But I don't know iPhones that well.
Yeah, I
never
guess
owned
we
an
look
iPhone.
up iPhone 2023. That's probably your best guess. Unless he's using a program like perhaps Canva or CapCut, which have sort of which would have like an iPhone frame or like iPhone similar frame that you could use.
Right, but could be a few years old.
Yeah.
I mean, it just that's what they all look. I mean, I don't know what an iPhone looks like without a case, certainly.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I don't know. It
It's an
looks like in
iPhone. It's
2023,
magic,
the
you know?
15 was the new one, so 14 might be the good guess for
Yeah.
which frame this is. But yeah, he
13.
texts the lyrics in
Yeah, it's like a
in
text
this frame. It's like a
conversation.
text
It's
chain.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and then the other person says, "Never believe it's not so," and then they keep going, man.
Yeah.
And
They're
then
having
there's a
their little
chorus at some
conversation.
point,
Yes.
and they just like trade off. So he's like, "Lazy day in bed, music in my head," and they respond, "Crazy music playing in the morning." So it doesn't
Crazy.
make sense. It does not make any sense.
It doesn't
at
make
all
any
as a
sense.
conversation, I
It's
gotta
just
say.
like you picked a thing and did it.
And he
It's
did.
fine.
He did.
It's fine. It's fine. What's going to be more than fine is our final verdicts, though, of which we have 3 categories today: the worst version, the best version, and the version you would use if you were a magician to play behind your act.
Yeah,
Alex, what's the worst? I've already told you my worst version. It's Eddie Vuittonet.
you have. It's Eddie Vuittonet, and honestly, I am really close to agreeing. I think it's very low for me,
Mhm.
but I would rather give it to Springbok
I
For
think
doing
it's
nothing?
insane.
and
But
being bad.
But Springbok did exactly what they intended to do. It's not
guess.
high art, but they called their shot and landed it.
I don't think they landed it. I don't think they did a good job of it.
It is a cheaper version.
I think
of
they put it out
Magic.
anyway and continue to put it out to this day.
And inspired David from Barberton.
Inspired David from Barberton. So at least that's something good coming out of it.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna give it to Springbok. I think it's a poor version. I'm mostly just spreading it out. Eddie Vuittonet also very bad.
I think like just an affront to music, let alone this song.
Yeah, it's
But-
really rough.
Maybe I'm trying to be dramatic to bump up engagement. Eddie Vuittonet, if you're out there, come on the pod, defend yourself.
Defend
I
yourself.
don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, maybe not.
Alex, what's the best version this week,
What's
though?
the best version? I mean, okay, like we said, nothing amazing, but there's
Mhm.
definitely stronger versions.
Yes.
So I think my number one version has got to go to Selena Gomez. It's the one that, I mean, like I said before, it's very functional, it's coherent, it's reasonably well produced with a few exceptions.
Yeah, which some are just like sensibilities of that time /
Sure.
production.
Yeah,
company,
like it, and you know, like it's great on a curve. We know it's Disney. That Disney's gonna do vocals this way. They're not
Yeah.
amazing, but fine. Compared to all the other versions, it's the one that like I thought was like solid and cohesive.
I think that's fair. I think I'll give it to the other one that is also like there's a top 3 here. It's Selena
Sure.
Gomez. There's at the bottoming it out is the Moon Loungers, and then the other one is David from Barberton.
Yeah.
Just a solid production, a fun little loop, a bit of trot pop, good use of the lyrics, which have this just loose, feel good energy to them, and it's like okay,
Yeah.
you can put that in electronic music very easily.
Yeah, and like a little bit of dreamy quality, just a little bit.
Yeah, just a touch. It's like dude didn't shoot for the fucking moon or anything here. But it's also kind of sensibly a good pull for 2023 to be like, well, let's dip into a song that was a big hit in Canada. It's like not super duper popular, but it has a history of being popular, so you still get some recognition with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the best. But Alex, you're the great Alex Mildenberger putting on your first magic show.
My first magic show. What
And
is
you got to let people
introducing
know
me?
what it is. It's magic.
It's magic.
how do you
Like,
let 'em
what am
know?
I here for? It's
What
magic. Oh,
Is this?
Oh, what? What?
Why is there a rabbit in that hat?
Yeah, you got to tell people somehow. What song is it going to be? What's the most magical one? Honestly, I feel like the one that would be good at introducing would probably be the Moon Loungers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Get people into, I don't know, like into the magic mood?
Yeah, kind of like it's the same reason you would play it at a wedding. You're just like, while the seats
Yeah.
are filling, like get it in. Oh, it's a magic song, so people kind of know what's up.
Yeah, and then you could have like other songs with a similar vibe, you know? I think that's gonna be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's a smart move. That's a really good, like, really functional version.
Yeah.
I'm I'm gonna
Sensible.
do like Fenders, I think, mostly just for their echo on magic, chick, 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 chick.
Chick 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 chick. Okay.
'Cause then
Yeah.
you can kind of like do a trick that times with that, and then it's like, oh, magic, chick, 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 and they're like,
Chick, chick,
people go like, whoa, shit, there's an echo too, and you're like, oh my god, it's
It's
magic.
it's magic, you
I
know?
think it'll get the people going.
I think so.
And then you'd close it out with like David from Barberton. That could be your like closer.
Yeah, exactly. It's all just versions of magic. We
You
can
could
find
string
different
a whole
versions of
set
this song.
together, yeah. But that does it for our final verdicts. If you got different opinions, similar opinions, want to talk about a version we didn't talk about, which if you can find them, I looked. They're there, but tough to find. They're probably all on YouTube. I just don't want to look there.
Right.
Hit us up on the app, Blue Sky, at Snakey Me, at some Alex Wise Guy. Send us your comments, questions, and concerns, and your suggestions for future episodes. You can also email those to us at covermepod@gmail.com. Talk to us there. Be sure to rate and review us. We're on every single app. We're on Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Podurama, Podbean, the whole pod verse. We're there. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors and loved ones about us. And what you can really do this week to get the word out there is petition your elected officials to talk about us just wherever. If you bring it up in a city hall meeting, you can make it seem like a concern, like you're worried about all the kids listening to Cover Me. So then like they have to listen to it and be like, well, what is this? And they'll be pissed off that you wasted their time, but at least they'll know about us.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you get the word out there. Let people know. We got to get into politics, dude. That's where the money is. That's where the movers and shakers are. But that's where we end this episode. Thank you so much for listening. And as we always say on Cover Me, it's magic, you know?